Alrighty then. So, on to the next. I'm gonna head over to our next client. Alrighty. That went well. Rock and roll. Estimate for multiple systems. And super nice guy. We could do a repair for him, and both of his systems, twin carriers, 4 tons. Offered to fix the one because it's got a bad board. All the sensors were good. Unfortunately, and the blower motor was good because the blower motor came on for the AC. So we know the blower motor's good. But for some reason it's flaming out and not holding a flame. Water column was good on the manifold for the valve, the gas valve. The whole system actually was, all the sensors were good, amperages were good. Yeah, they actually, I mean, for a 20-year-old system, the whole damn system was actually running really well. But he still wants an estimate for both systems. He's like 20 years old. If I'm going to start repairing, I might as well just replace them. Like, okay, whoa! Okay there, guy. It's your world, huh? I'm just going to say, fuck you, I'm getting in front of you. So there you go. Nice job there, guy. So, also this is where I get over too, because in this part of the 101 South, where it connects to the 134, you want to stay in the far right-hand lane because everyone starts lining up right here to get onto the 134. I'm like, why? Even if you're getting on the 134, which is the left-hand lane, it branches off. It's the left-hand lane. Why would you get into line right there? Like, I don't understand why you would just start sitting there. This guy in that white SUV is just, he's like, screw you, screw everyone. I'm getting in front of you. Yeah, I always tell you, like, don't jump into line right here. Like, wait till you get past all the BS, and then you get to the left and jump in. I'm gonna make it this lane because this exit up here on the right, it converges with the far right hand lane and causes everything to get backed up, or slows it down. So I just decided to stay in this lane, that way I can get onto the 101. But I stay in this lane either way. If I'm getting on the 134 or the 101 South, I stay here. Oh, that guy is just, look at that. The SUV up there on the right is not letting the guy in. They made him pass. Wow, poor dude. That white SUV was like, screw you, you get behind me. drivers, we're not nice. we just freaking like, screw you, get out of my way, because everyone has to drive. The mass transit system here is awful. So yeah, you have to drive. So yeah, here's the split. You'll see the left-hand lane, the 2 lanes to the far left split, and that's the 134. Then I'm going south. Here we go. So there on the left is the 134. Now we're going to the 101. Stay in this lane because this is going to merge onto the 101. And if you can get over quickly, the far left-hand lane is the end of the carpool lane. So try to get over there because it's usually an empty lane. It's not as many people carpooling. There we go. Now we're over. There we go. So now we're going along. You can see, these tall buildings up in front of us are right next to Universal Studios, Universal City Walk, big tourist area up there. Straight ahead, like all this is Studio City. And the sky looks really nice. Usually it's crystal clear blue skies because we rarely get rain, and it's usually just clear skies all the time. It's nice to see some clouds. You can see all the trash on the side of the road. It's always garbage everywhere. Alright. We're going to be getting off on Sunset because our next call, about 8 miles away, but it's down south next to the 10 freeway. So instead of us going straight down the 101 and then onto the 110 and then to the 10, we're gonna go down Sunset and basically just take a shortcut. I use Waze. Waze is the mapping system I use, and I consider it better than like Google Maps and stuff because it's updated live by other drivers, and it's always updating you, telling you the best route, even though it's not really the best route. I mean, I've driven this town so much over the past 20 years that the best route that they give is not the best route that I know. So I can usually shave 5 to 10 minutes off my time driving because I know the best route. I'll usually take the route that it gives me and then I'll adjust it as I go along. Okay, I know where I'm going over here. So then I know that if I take this road at this time of day, it's going to be much slower, even though Waze says, no, this is the best route. And also the algorithm has been modified because they don't want you taking like residential roads and everything. They want you to take the main streets and everything. So I always take residential streets and circumvent the busy streets, which are the main streets. It always tells you to take the main streets, and most people listen to Waze because they're cheap and whatever. Like, I'll do whatever the program tells me to do. Me, I'm like, okay, whatever gets me there fastest, which usually is me knowing where I'm going. So we'll get off on Sunset, and then we will see this guy. This guy's going. fast lane, you better be doing freaking, 75 plus. Because you don't drive in the fast lane if you're not doing that. Like, you gotta be moving your butt. Right. I'll show that really quick. There you go. Encampments everywhere. Oh wow, they turned this into a parking lot? What? So we're going straight, right? Yeah, we're going straight. So turned it into a parking lot. For what? Must be a Denny's right there. They tore it down. Put in a parking lot. For what? Parking lot for what? Maybe just... Oh... You think the freaking... KTLA, which is very close by, they might have bought it. Just to have parking for their employees. Anywho. So, yeah, we're about 4.5 miles away now, which we're going to be taking this straight down. This is Sunset Boulevard. We're going to take this straight down right next to the 10 freeway. We're going to be circumventing all that traffic that was on the freeway. Durky durky smirky. Doobie doobie doo, doobie doobie, doobie doobie doo, smoke a doobie. Doobie doobie doobie, doobie 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 doobie, doobie 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 doobie. A little Popeye impersonation. Yeah. See that Family Guy episode with Popeye, and like, you talk that way and your face is that way because you had a stroke years ago. And your arms are not big because of muscles. You have giant tumors in both your forearms. Like, it's not funny to laugh at, but it's just funny. Like, he's like, oh, dude, oh no, it's terrible. So yeah, two twin systems for that previous client. We'll do an estimate for that, and we'll do an estimate for the repair, which is getting a board for that furnace and making sure it can operate properly. And then he can decide what he wants to do. I usually, like I said, I give 3 estimates: a good, better, best. 3 different brands, 3 different levels. You know, that way they can see the price difference of the systems. And that way they can have options and make a decision, an informed decision, not just some companies. They just give one estimate. It's like, take it or leave it. This is all you know. This is what it is. And some of them won't even tell you what type of system they're putting in, like what brand or anything. They're just saying it's going to be, it's going to be $18,000, and this is take it or leave it. And it's just there's no, just says 4-ton AC system and furnace. It's like, so what am I getting? You're getting an AC system and a furnace. Okay, well, what kind? Well, one that cools and heats. That doesn't tell me anything. So yeah, I give informed decisions. I tell people everything that I'm doing, everything. I'm gonna let you know exactly what's happening with your system, and what I'm doing and how I'm checking it, and then the steps that you can do, like, and give options. Say, okay, if you want to repair it, it's going to cost this much. If you want to replace it, it's going to cost this much. That way people can stay informed. Blah, blah, blah. Air is so clean. Feels nice out there today. It's only like in the mid 60s, but still, the air smells clean. That's what happens when when it finally rains. It doesn't rain too often around here, so when it does, it's nice. Clean the windshield. There's a haze to it. Film. Beverly Boulevard. It's Beverly Boulevard. And fun area because these little things here, these little freaking speed bumps, man, oh, they built them at such a freaking angle. Destroys your freaking suspension. Like, you better slow down these motherfuckers. Like, oof. They were like, no, you're not gonna be able to just coast over these. Knock your front end out of alignment if you do. They built them on such a damn angle. Herky durky. It's like, slow it down. Just lost a wheel. Just lost your wheel. It's a very nice area though. Like, we're in Hancock Park area. Nice area. Go ahead there. I gotta climb around the corner right there to the left. His system was really weird. Whoever installed it, they just did not care. They just... Codes? We don't need no stinking codes. We just install it and walk away. That's all he did. He installed it and walked away. Because nothing on that system was to code, and he's had me over there a few times because of the way it was built, it keeps like causing the sensors to trip because the ductwork wasn't done correctly. It wasn't installed correctly. So everything is it's not allowing the system to operate at optimal performance. So I'm like going over, and he doesn't want to replace. He doesn't want me to have me, completely redo it. So he's just having me put Band-Aids on every time, and I tell him, like, it's going to cost you much more in the long run. But some people aren't willing to put up the money, and trust me, he's got the money. It's not about that, and I'm not crazy expensive either. Like, I do not charge a ton of money to do repairs and stuff. Like, my prices are very reasonable, but he's just like unwilling to try and repair the system properly. He just wants to put a Band-Aid on it and let it keep running. And then when it breaks down, he calls me again. I come out, I put a Band-Aid on it, and we let it keep running. And the system is relatively new. Like I said, the home was new. He's only had it for 3 years, and the system that was in it was only in there for, I think, like 7 years, 8 years. So I mean, it's a relatively new system. It definitely shouldn't be failing as often as it does. So, but again, he doesn't want to do a proper install and repair of the system to have it function properly. So we'll just have to keep putting Band-Aids on it. That's fine. I'll keep charging him. Even though I tell him, like, this is what's going to cost to repair it. I think he's actually paid me. I've actually repaired it, and it's costed more money than it would have when I did the initial estimate to do repairs, to do the whole thing. He's had me, come over several times to fix things, and they're all different things to fix, but he doesn't want to fix the problems, or the source of the problems, which is a proper installation. He wants me to just, get it running. Okay. Because every time I have to come in, I have to charge you for, transportation and my time. And if you were just to pay for everything up front, it'd be one transportation cost and my hourly for that one visit, and I could fix everything at the same time. But he wants to wants to fix everything individually, so I just come over every time and charge him transportation costs and my hourly every time I come over. And that's what he wants to do. It's all good. He's informed, so it's not like he's blind about the whole thing and ignorant. I definitely tell him, what's going on. Coming in hot. All right. This guy, Mr. Ryan, I'm not going to say his last name, but it's my buddy Ryan's referral. It was a referral to this gentleman, and he has an issue with his furnace. Something's going on with it. Obviously, it's the furnace. We're not using AC this time of year. It's cooler, and what always happens, how it happens every single year, it gets cool and people start calling. Oh, it's broken, it's not working. Yeah, you haven't used it all year. And then all of a sudden, when you do want to use it, it's an older system and it fails. So apparently he bought this system, or he bought the home recently, and was informed that the system was fine, everything was working, everything's good. Which, I mean, when they do an inspection, most of these inspectors just come in and they just check it, make sure it's operational, and they walk away from it. They're not like an HVAC inspector making sure the HVAC system is in good condition and is operating the way it should be. They just make sure it comes on. They do it. It's a general inspection, Selling a house is, they don't do in-depth inspections unless you hire individual inspectors to come in and do that. This guy is not, they didn't do an individual inspection. They just did a general inspection, and the system came on. It worked at the time, and they bought the house. And now, I think a year later, or I think it was less than a year, it's not working now. So we shall see what's going on with it. I'm going to go and check out this unit and give him a diagnosis, let him know what's happening, why it's not working. Maybe it's something super simple. Maybe it's a complete replacement. We shall see. Yeah, we'll stay here. So we're we can knock all these out. Oh man, I gotta tell him I'm on the way. On my way, on my way. And if we can knock this one out fast enough, I can get on to my last call. May be able to get done earlier today. Or maybe I can take on another call if I can turn my leads on. Get another call in. Toe up. Man, oh man. I'll tell you what, there's so many homes in Los Angeles that are in such disrepair and need to be torn down or remodeled or something. Yeah. That's Los Angeles for you. They're so spread out. It's such a big freaking area. And everything needs to be, so many homes that need to be changed and fixed. Alrighty. Alright. I'll see y'all on the flip side.